Dr. Princess Kelechi Ogene, a visionary entrepreneur
sent a message. I'm putting your name on July 6th. And there's which asks. You really cannot say no, right? She's not asking for you. She's not asking, yeah, whether you say yes or no. She's just being nice, politely to say come, right? But I'm excited to be here. Thank you for the privilege. All right, this afternoon, how many minutes I have?
7 minutes.
The speakers will better put the time off. Right? Since I have 7 minutes, it'll be difficult to use that slide, right? So I'll just see they didn't prepare for me. Right. Okay. I'm just going to leadership in an ever-changing world. One of the things that I'm excited about this topic for is that my recent book was exactly about evolve, having to lead in an ever-changing world and the power of leadership. But I'm just going to be able to say this very quickly and very straight. One of the things I've noticed with leadership is that the parameters by which we define leadership is changing. I run a research and development company, and one of the things I'm very big on is actually redefining words. Now, do we agree that leadership is influence? I don't think so. Is leadership always influence? One of the things the black man have to do is to be able to construct and structure knowledge for the world. Every single thing we use today, somebody told us. 3 years ago, a 9-year-old changed my life. How are you? Is it front of now? What are all states? Oh, transfer back. So I assume that because of black, so I told 9-year-old that because of black is white. Confident. 9-year-old looked at me and said, so what's the point of the enemy? Wow. Effort to battle. Black and white was a simple concept. I never, it was a 9-year-old. So through myself, through over the years, is to always redefine concepts and ask myself, what is the origin of this idea? It's the same way the Western world have told us there's a difference between tax evasion and tax avoidance. What the accountants say? They tell us there's a difference between tax evasion and tax avoidance. Please, ladies and gentlemen, what's the difference? Okay. Please, what's the difference? English. Deliberately, you're putting clauses now, they're not deliberately inside. So, to root for me, there's difference knowing, now is unknowingly. Yes. So, instead of knowing between both of them, but guess what? One is a crime, one is not. Yes. So, I'm just trying to tell you that as leaders in a VUCA world, very uncertain times call for you rethinking things you have always known. And for the black man, it's a very difficult problem because we're very traditional culture. This is how your great grandfather did it. This is how your great grandmother in 1942, from the village of Oulu in Ondo and the States, we always walk straight. And over the years, many of us have unknowingly built up traditions in our subconscious. But for we're not allowed to ask questions. That's why I like Gen Z. In fact, I don't even like Gen Z anymore. I like a new one now. So the Alpha. The Alpha. The Alpha. The Alpha. Also, the Alpha, the Alpha. Yes. I love them. I was not sure. See, even have a bit of control. They want to know what is up. Listen, I'm sorry. Right. I'm not saying. Asking myself this question. And you can see that's why I'm trying the definitions of things they are changing, whether you like it or not. I know in this part of the world, that you introduce me as a pastor, you are only certified tongues. Conferences abroad, there's a department for LGBTQ. I have to deal with them. And you mustn't show disdain, ladies and gentlemen, your passport is ready. You're the next. Just say that things are changing. Are you ready for that future? Are you prepared for that future? Oh, we talk about executive presence, we talk about capacity, we talk about competence. Is that enough? I got my first job in Siemens, Nigeria, without having any technical competence. Still, why? I thought that Joyce's anointing. 6 months after my service, my boss looked at me and said, if I do it, you don't know anything. But you see, the mistake you will ever make is to tell me that my interview is oral. That's easy. So many things are changing. People are getting promoted just being able to talk. See, I say that all of you say, and I ask my parents, he asked not your unless you see what the same place. I don't change it. Imagine if my great granduncle was one who was thinking about marriage today, I would be in trouble. What we say is wrong. If you are so things are changing. Things are changing. So as leaders, we feel I don't know if I'm helping you today, but that's why I wrote that. It's called evolve. We need to shift. We need to change. We need to redefine our parameters. I was just talking to Joyce. I start and close businesses like this. Once it's not working, my wife saw me and said, which one I said again now? I said, I was going to tell you, because I started now. Because I know this part of the world that very people want comfortable way you can be wrong. Being able to make adjustments. Especially before. I want I don't when I say I don't change money. Even if you are dying, my grandmother and they believe that they expect you must. Man, you must be careful with that. It's like I'm I'm very big on African constructing its idea of God. I'm very big on it. And the reason I'm big on it is because a lot of definitions we know that the Christians right it's not like I use us as a case study, right? What is the greatest problem now with application? Language. People are angry at that. So the belief system and what it will always show. You see, every person's country presents. I mean, number of schools are you know how neat you are or how neat you are. You need to speak. In those days, my grandmother used to speak 5 minutes. So the very foundational thing is that mindset, that conviction, that value system, that belief system. We can for just all the time. What did you fall for everything? Let me not call people here. If they make you go, you will do the same thing. What do I know? A WhatsApp group, simple case study. You will not send Christian messages here. Once you are done giving that instruction,
Recording in progress.
message. And you say, why are you doing that? You say, is it by force? I'm all those lessons, Jerry. We have a terrific way of defining our value. And we must begin to readjust. Because we're very big on the outside, we forget that this is like how we are more power. I'll end with this. If you go to a Jota bus stop, there are 2 pedestrian bridges 400 meters apart. Probably this. But still stand at the intersection of the road and think it is right. It doesn't even upset you. But who is tries to zoom past and you don't wait for them, they begin to insult. Now that case study shows the case of a Nigerian constitution. I'm not talking leadership now with Harvard Business Review. I'm talking leadership about what happens in Nigeria. We must begin to refine our concepts, refine our values, and refine our belief systems. I hope with these few points of market, let's see. It is your part.
So thank you so much for that powerful session. But one thing I took out from your session is that this presence we're talking about is starting from the inside. So if you don't have it in you, it's going to be very hard for you to convince someone who's looking at you from the outside that you have the presence. But I have one question, Howard. Can executive presence be learned? Or is it something that you must born with? I need you to give him the microphone. No, you can actually see.
No, that's the back when you respond.
All right, fantastic.
Right. So I think it is learned. That's like every. So what I mean learned is I'm based on the philosophy that when you that is the right. So it has been glowed. It's like a canvas, right? All that painting takes place and things take place. We know what's important. I'll use this example to explain the point. I met a 7-year-old boy 12 years ago in Lagos, and my friend was head of school. And I said, I'm meeting myself. Still, said, no, I need to know myself. Then it's Chris, I imagine myself, I'm a priest. Stop.
Yes.
As he was going, they were painting stuff. My friends, the priest and so I think it is stop because it's how you pay.
No, my name is and it's because I was taught. It's not like I knew it from birth. So I agree with that. Please, do we have any questions for him? Anyone with any question? Anybody with any question? All right. I think we're all good with that. There's another round of applause. Now we talked about presence. Jason's master. And he knows name.
No, it's just a good question I want to ask that.
Thank you.
I simply want to encourage for the live and those that also see the content on data, right?
Yes.
I heard anyone was saying that there's not a lot of things when the judge and those things. So we started over and over again.
Yeah.
So my brother, the very thing I want to ask you is this: society. They don't shame you, and you know the shame.
I love that question. There's a lot of applause for him for that question. We can relate. I love that question. Ask the question.
I want to add something to that so that you can do both together.
All right. Okay.
My question is, how do you
Please start instead of the camera.
Yes. Okay, my name is Tokotaya.
Yeah, of course, of course.
You know,
Okay, first question is I delivered myself from the shame of others many years ago. It's a deliverance. And the deliverance came because I found out that half of the people who project their expectations on you don't care about you, right? They just want you to so first you deliver yourself. And I'll give you two scenarios that help me because I'm back when it will do. The person frustrated and he began to and I said, okay. You know what? Secondly, I was entering the shop at 20 break again. Many years ago, I used to drive. I used to like bike because I don't know. So probably 15 years ago, we to allow bikes. Somebody in the language to wonder as my bike was entering. Started to tell you that over the years, I've been able to deliver myself from the desire for others. Right? It's a direct condition and I did myself, right? Yes. I did myself from it. So I don't do it, right? And for the society thing, I have strange philosophies in Nigeria. So I don't blame politicians. So don't come and ask what I think about Nigeria. What you will say is strange.
I think that Nigerians need conditioning, and I'll use a case of how does it work? Yes, you must see that. More of you are used to see police. It's conditioning. So I think over the years, people need to see growth. People need to. So few years ago, my life and landlord conditioning. So people get older, we are very conditioned people. So if you want to invest in a struggle to see the current lecture. So it's conditioning. So I think over the years, how we can use in our little spaces, we reshape.
I think we'll have to check for another word. Recondition. Powerful. Now we talked about presence while you were speaking. Voice. You've shown us that presence. You've owned the room. Are you going to be like that example of beautiful nonsense that you gave while I was speaking? You know, you look good, you look wonderful, but at the end of the day, when you open your mouth to speak, arrow, just saying red, 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 red. And that's one of the problems that even leadership, people in leadership roles have. The room, they cannot speak. And I said something earlier, we're focusing on presence, voice, and communication. Now, how you show up is important, but how you speak, what comes out of your mouth, what your voice carries, is in the best position to take us a voice. She is the queen of talk. We've all experienced her here, how she's even used her voice to change the atmosphere of this room. I mean, we try to take the national anthem ourselves and use her voice charts. That's voice personified. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the dynamic Church Zion.
You're so much.
Thank you.
Happy good day. Happy good day. We are doing that now. Good day. Thank you for the privilege to share my thoughts right at the Elite Series 3.0. Leadership voice tied to the theme leadership and executive presence in uncertain times. That's my context. I was like 3. There is only one thing that I bring to us that must be a part of our communication in uncertain times. I'm on 1. Please take me to 1. Thank you. 2 and 3. Then go to 3. Thank you. So that's one thing. One thing. I could teach a whole hour, 3 hours on this topic, but there is a context. Uncertain times. In uncertain times, please take me to the next slide. In uncertain times, not confidence when we speak. Please, what's the next thing you see? It is not what? Fearlessness that we come with executive presence. No, that's not it in uncertain times. It is also not in uncertain times, we're not too concerned with how intelligent you are. We are also not too concerned. Next slide. What we are concerned about is, are you able to win the attention of the audience regardless of who they are? This one would help you do that. This one thing would also help you gain trust. People need to hold on for